Hello friends, today we will discuss on the problem on the model 1B of the deterministic type inventory control model, where that defines that the demand rate is non-uniform but the production rate is infinite. Once again, the demand rate is non-uniform and the production rate is infinite. In the model 1A, we have seen the demand rate is uniform and the production rate is infinite. And obviously that EOQ model is also without shortage. So what is the model 1B? The EOQ model with different rates of demand. That means the demand rate is non-uniform. Let's check the diagram here. That first diagram giving us the example of model 1A where the demand is uniform, and in the model 1B the demand in different cycles, that means in different times. Here we may check that each and every time the demand rate is uniform because the cycle time or the cycle is same. But in the case of model B, there are different type of cycles. So the demand is not uniform. So that is the particularly difference between the model 1A and model 1B. In the both model, we have the production rate infinite. But in the case of model A, we have the demand rate is uniform. But in the case of model 1B, the demand rate is non-uniform. So here we may check that capital R is the demand rate, but here the total demand we are denoting it by capital D, and that is specified over the total time period, that is capital T. Now what is the formula for the EOQ? That means denoted by Q star for the model 1B. Just look at the formula here, that is square root of 2 into C3 into D upon C1 into T, where D by T, that one is the average rate of demand, where C1 is known as the carrying cost, C3 is the ordering cost, and capital D is the demand and capital T is the total time. What is the optimum inventory cost? That means denoted by C mean formula, that is square root of 2 into C3 into C1 into D by T. Now look at the theory here. If the total time period is 1 year, once again if the total time period is 1 year instead of total time period capital T, that means T1 plus T2 plus T3 up to Tn, that one is equal to 1. So then the optimum ordering quantity or the EOQ is particularly 2 square root of 2 into C3 into R by C1. That is particularly denoting the formula of model 1A, and the optimum inventory cost, that one is equal to C mean or square root of 2 into C3 into C1 into R. That is also denoting the formula for the optimum inventory cost for model 1A. So just that is the difference. Let's check the model 1B with the problems. The problem statements is like that: a manufacturing company purchases 9,000 parts of a machine for its annual requirement. Once again, 9,000 parts of a machine for its annual requirements, ordering 1 month usage at a time. That is the difference from model 1A to model 1B, because 9,000 parts of a machine, okay, that is okay for its annual requirement, but ordering 1 month usage at a time, that means the demand rate is not uniform here because the time intervals or the cycles are using 1 month, not using 1 year. Each part costs rupees 20. The ordering cost per order is rupees 15 and the carrying charges are 15% of the average inventory per year. You have been asked to suggest a more economical purchasing policy for the company. What advice would you offer and how much would it save the company per year? Let's proceed with the solution. So we have to calculate the EOQ at first. So what is the minimum lot size we have to calculate? R has been given 9,000 per year. C3 has been given rupees 15 per year. Let's check once again. The manufacturing company purchases 9,000 parts of a machine per year. That means annual requirement. And each part cost rupees 20 and the ordering cost per order is rupees 15. So here C3 is equal to rupees 15 per year, but C1 that has been given in that way that the carrying charges are 15% of the average inventory per year. So C1 must be rupees 20 into 15% or rupees 20 into 15 by 100 or rupees 3 per part per year. So whatever we have to find out, that is the EOQ at first, that is Q star. Square root of 2 into C3 into R upon C1 or square root of 2 into 15 into 9,000 by 3. R because already that has been given according to the annual requirement or the year. So the EOQ we have found, that is 300 parts or unit. So what is the optimum ordering interval? That is T star, or that is square root of 2 into C3 upon R into C1. We can find out that formula also from the model 1A. You may check my video in my channel for model 1A. Square root of 2 into 15 upon 9,000 into 3, that one is equal to 0.0333 year. Now we are transforming it into the days. 1 year means 365 days. So 0.0333 into 365 days, that is nearly equal to 12 days. So what is the optimum cost? That is denoting by C min or square root of 2 into C1 into C3 into R or square root of 2 into 3 into 15 into 9,000 or rupees 900. So we have to maintain the lot size, that is our EOQ, 300 units every 12 days, that is T star, and the minimum cost be rupees 900. That is our optimum cost or C min. Now let's check the problem once again. You have been asked to suggest a more economical purchasing policy for the company. What advice would you offer and how much would it save the company per year? So that means when we are finding the EOQ according to the model 1A, that means when the demand rate is uniform, that means using per year, that is our result. We have the EOQ 300, the optimum ordering interval 12 days, and the optimum cost we have found, that is 900. Let's go through the policy of the company. That means ordering 1 month usage at a time. Now if the company follow the policy of ordering every month, then the annual ordering cost becomes 12 into 15. 12 means the 12 months in a year, and 15 means the cost per order, because each and every month the company is giving an order. So there are 12 months in a year, so 12 into 15, so the annual ordering cost is becoming rupees 180. And lot size of inventory per month, that is Q, that means 9000 upon 12 or 750 parts. That is the lot size of inventory each month, because 9000 is the annual requirement, and for each and every month, so that means in the year there are 12 months, so the lot size inventory is 750 parts. So the average inventory at any time, that is the average, that means it's half, so that is Q by 2 or 750 by 2 or 375 parts. So what is the storage cost at any time? That is 375, that is our 375 parts into rupees 3, that is rupees 1125. Once again, if we check the problem here, that has been given in that way, that you may check here that the ordering cost per order is rupees 15 and the carrying charges are 15% of the average inventory per year, and the annual requirement is 9000, so each part cost rupees 30. So according to that, we are getting here the C1, that one is rupees 3 per part per year. So according to that, we have the storage cost at any time, that one is 375 number of parts into rupees 3 per part per year, so that is rupees 1125. So what is the total annual cost? So that is our rupees 1125 plus rupees 180. The rupees 180 means that is our annual ordering cost, that is rupees 180. So the total annual cost is now rupees 1125 plus rupees 180 or rupees 1305. So when the company uses lot size 300, its C min is equal to rupees 900. That's already we are using when we have an annual demand and with uniform with 9000. And when the company uses its policy lot size with 750, that is per month basis, the C min is equal to rupees 1305. So the saving cost must be rupees 1305 minus rupees 900 or rupees 405 per year. So our advice must be we should use the lot size or the demand rate uniform annually, not on the basis of per month. So that must save some rupees for the company per year, and the value of that saving cost must be rupees 405. And in that way we can solve the model 1B for the deterministic model of the inventory control.